Paris, 1908. Artists are submitting paintings for an important exhibition. One of the judges is Henri Matisse, a well-respected painter who is now one of the most famous artists ever. Here comes a young man with 6 paintings he hopes will impress the committee. His name is Georges Braque, and he is 26 years old. He collects posters. He peels them off the walls of Paris at night. He's an artist, and he's really good at sports. When Matisse sees Braque's paintings, he thinks they are absurd. They're made of little cubes, he says. An art critic overhears him and names this new art cubism. Cubism was invented by 2 great friends, Georges Braque and Pablo Picasso. These 2 friends were the same age, but they were quite different. Braque worked slowly and was a little mysterious. Picasso worked quickly and was very sociable. Do you know who their heroes were? The Wright brothers, who had recently invented the flying machine. They even put references to flying in their paintings. Braque and Picasso wanted to be inventors too. They wanted to create a new art that would astound people. They were inspired by art from around the world: African sculptures, Japanese prints, and cave paintings. They noticed that when we look at something, we can only see it from one point of view. So instead of trying to paint things as they saw them, they wanted to paint things as they imagined instead. And that's what these artists did. They imagined objects seen from many sides and then flattened all this down into a single picture. This meant that they could reveal different sides of things at the same time. There are many types of cubism. The first one breaks the form into geometrical shapes and is called analytic cubism. The second one is more inventive and is based on an artist's imagination. It is called synthetic cubism. Let's look at an example of an analytic cubist painting. Braque has painted a glass on a table, but it's hard to see because the glass and the table are shown from lots of different angles. You can see the front, the back, and the sides of the glass all at the same time. It's like it's in a hall of mirrors or like having X-ray eyes. Now, here's an example of synthetic cubism, a collage by Picasso. What objects can we see? A newspaper, a bottle, a glass, a guitar. Where might we find all these things in one place? In a cafe. It's like a riddle or a puzzle. Picasso is having fun. He's giving you the clues to what the picture is about. Look at the guitar. Is it actually a guitar or pieces of a guitar? He wants your brain to put the instrument together. Lots of people have tried to decipher cubism over the years, but Picasso and Braque refused to explain it. Other artists started making cubist artworks too, like this sculpture by Henri Laurent and this painting by Juan Gris. After the war, Picasso and Braque went their separate ways. But for 6 exciting years between 1908 and 1914, these 2 artists created something revolutionary. A whole new way of looking at the world.
It can get weirder.
One thing I know for sure, don't do it like me. Do it like you.
Brooklyn! Stab us. I get stuck with a stinky old broke Bobo spider. That's new.
What just happened?
You're in dire need of upgrade. Systemic, top to bottom. 100-point restoration, that's why I'm here.
Dad, this is all I have. I'm nothing without this suit.
If you're nothing without this suit, then you shouldn't have it, okay?
Vengeance. I am the Knight. I am Batman.
do this all day.
Beware my power. Green Lantern's life.
Frank Castle is dead. Call me the Punisher.
Alright students, we're going to make our own superhero cubism. Now you're going to need some images from your character you want to do from multiple angles, like this one here. You can see I made a Batman from looking at those different ones. Here's also a Catwoman. Notice how it's two different drawings from two different perspectives in one picture. Alright, this video will show you how to draw a cubist Captain America. Now make sure you're noticing how he's drawing from multiple angles. So here's the profile view, and then he's going to switch to the straight on view at some point. So we have a shield, and then you can see the eye is going from one perspective, the other eye is from another perspective. Perspective is just a way of looking or seeing. So then he's making it look like that character, taking different parts from these, looking at different images. And now we're going to see how to color or paint a cubism superhero. So he's just doing simple base colors, laying it down with just basic colors first, laying it out and picking out his color scheme. And then he'll go back and do details once it dries. So like do the eyes and the outline and things like that. He waits till the other colors are dry first, okay? So he's doing a good job here, taking his time. Now, if you'd like to do this with Sharpie rather than a thin paintbrush, that is fine too. That's probably an easier technique, okay? So here he is finishing up, doing a background as well. Looks pretty amazing. He's putting on the finishing touches, like the A for Captain America, his hands. And then the best part I want you to see here at the end is he's doing highlights. He just mixes some light blue, makes some muscle tones or things like that. Adds a little detail. Alright guys, have fun.